Okay, Aries, this is just a really quick read for you. I'm just doing a couple of cards here from the Star Codes Astro Oracle, Heather Rowan Robbins. I don't read this one frequently, so I am going to read from the book, but I think it's a pretty amazing book, and I definitely feel like this is where we're at in terms of for tomorrow or whenever you find this, it's definitely speaking to energy that you need to consider. So we're starting out with the card of roots, and this is all about really taking a look at your own roots. So this is considering all the things that make up you. This is looking back at your memories, your experiences, your family traditions. This is looking at the biological and the emotional heritage, your home life. It's really looking at all the things that fed your first roots. So the action of this card is to look to your roots and think about the things that made you feel home and secure and what creates a sanctuary for you. So you really want to investigate the foundations that become conscious of the traditions and the assumptions that underlie this situation. So lean into habits that help you feel secure and grounded. And if you enjoyed your childhood, those are something that you want to reflect on. This is your current energy, and certainly the things that make you feel grounded. So anything in terms of family traditions that made you feel safe or strong in a storm, this is the things that you need to focus on for whenever you find this energy. So if you grew up in chaos, you may crave the opposite, and so create your own quiet sanctuary. So if you grew up around arguments, arguing with people at home may seem normal to you, but this may not be the case for your housemates. So you may need to learn to present your points in a more transformative, less combative way. So this card speaks again to deeper roots, spiritual, religious, tapping into philosophical things, times that you enjoyed in your earlier life, anything that just made you feel more stable. So just as a fish doesn't notice the water it swims in, it can be hard to see the spiritual assumptions that you swam within as a child. So this is where you want to look at the things that created more of a deep connection for you and to spirit, and that left you feel anything that left you feeling restricted or judged. This is where you really want to try to free yourself. So again, you're looking for things that create more of a foundational paradigm for you. You're looking at your unconscious patterns, your personal history, anything that underlie those aspects where you felt that you were blocked or judged or didn't get to grow in quite the way you wanted to, and you want to get rid of that energy and you want to start building new roots. So this is where you want to tap into the things again that ground you, where you find your strength, and this is where you want to hold strong through whatever storms that you're currently faced with. So we've also got the card of healing, and this one is all about, could be healing the body if you're sick or unwell or mentally, anything like that, where you feel like you were wounded. But the card itself does indicate this is a wounded healer archetype. So it does speak to healing through pain, healing through medicine, starting to heal, points where you've actually had some painful experiences and you're starting to transform some of those areas. So this is where you want to find the action of the card suggests finding purpose in your problems. It's actually hard-earned wisdom that is now relevant and needed. So you don't have to assign what you went through. You just know that it was a difficult time and that you learned from it and you're putting it to good use. And so even if you never quite heal from this place where there's some karmic tenderness, the card says that you have the wisdom to pass on once you have the wisdom to pass on once you metabolize the information. So once you sort of process the information. So this situation may feel familiar that you're dealing with currently, but if you can't remember a story to go with, it may be left over from a past life. So a chapter review of what your soul already knows is where you're dealing with some old pain and you're being triggered at this point. So you just need to have some compassion for yourself because you are more than your troubles and you know the route through, and now it's time to practice what you know. So once you have a solution, add it to your toolkit, and if this situation stretches and tests you again, you can take it as training the hero within. So what are you learning now that can be the secret sauce in the future? Because this is the challenge. The situation can set off touchy memories or it can poke you where it still hurts. So because of that, this is where you need to take the opportunity to heal some of those old places and allow yourself to transform. It does feel like the gift is allowing the pain and the troubles of the past to become the wisdom and the compassion of the present moment. These cards so work together symbiotically. So this feels like it is a very, for whoever this resonates for, this is your reading for sure. So keep moving forward, and this is just a quick short.